Hey guys, welcome back. So, if you've ever been in a position where you needed to hire someone, one of the first things you might think to do is post a job opening. And this is how it's worked forever, really. You could put up a help wanted sign in the window of your store, or you could craft a detailed, interesting, and maybe even entertaining post online where you invite people to join your amazing team. As the person who will manage the new hire, otherwise known as the hiring manager, you're helping to find the best candidate possible in the shortest amount of time. So if all you do is post something online and hope someone great will come along, you're pinning your hopes on a very passive kind of tactic that could take a significant amount of time to work if it ever works. The way many hiring managers speed up this process of filling opening positions is through recruiting. Now, recruiting is a series of tasks hiring managers perform that involves identifying the best candidates for a job, engaging with them directly, and encouraging them to apply, interview, and ultimately accept a job. Think of it kind of like an outbound process versus posting a job, which would be more like an inbound process. Instead of the passive approach of just posting that job opening online and just waiting, recruiting is an active approach that involves research and direct communication with candidates you identify on your own. So think of it this way: if you already knew a group of people who are qualified for a job and might be interested, you could approach them personally, tell them about the job, and possibly get some of them to apply and come to an interview. Also, since you already know something about them, you've got more confidence in these potential candidates than you would a random stranger that's contacting you by email. You might have heard this saying when it comes to getting a job that it's all about who you know, and there's a lot of truth to that statement. Although, I think it's more about who knows you. If you're in a position where you want to get a job, it would help a great deal if someone at the company has already heard of you or knows you. They could pass on a referral or forward your LinkedIn URL to the hiring manager, and that's a pretty strong advantage. So if you're in the position where you need to fill a spot on a team, you could use the people you know to find great candidates. For example, current employees could pass on referrals of talented people they know, or they themselves could be candidates for the job as part of a lateral move or promotion. You could encourage your social media followers to share your post about job openings with friends, and it's possible they might apply themselves. If you've got connections on professional communities like LinkedIn or communities like GitHub or Dribbble that are focused on specific skills like coding and design, you could reach out to people about specific jobs. Use your connections with career and job placement centers at colleges and meet students who are interested in getting the type of job you're offering. The more people you meet, the larger your own network of contacts becomes. If you plan on hiring on a regular basis, this network becomes vital for your success. Many recruiters develop their own talent pool they can dip into whenever they need to fill a job, but others will create more of a talent pipeline, so to speak, with connections to multiple active groups where the number of talented people they know continues to grow. But recruiting isn't just about developing a vast network you can pitch job openings to. Many recruiters will contact candidates personally, reaching out to them about a job with an approach that's specifically tailored for them. Recruiters should know something about these candidates already, and if they don't, they'll conduct research to understand them a little bit better. They'll use that information to make a pitch that's more compelling than your standard job post. Maybe they know a candidate would be moved by the great benefits and salary, or perhaps it's the awesome culture, or it might be the chance to work on world-class products. But recruiters will appeal to the candidate's interest. And the reason this is so important is because many great candidates out there are already employed elsewhere. Maybe they're perfectly content, kind of satisfied, or hoping for a change. But in any case, they might also be too busy to do their own job search. If you've ever done one yourself, you know how time-consuming and frustrating it can be. Well, imagine if someone contacted you personally and invited you to apply for a job, emphasizing benefits you actually care about. Even if you were happily employed, I'd imagine you'd at least consider it. And what if that recruiter made the process easier for you, sharing links to the job post, information about the company, and blog posts about its culture, for example? Recruiters who actively work to attract new talent are going to find more success when trying to fill a job. And we know every day that goes by with a job position still being vacant could be costing your company money. It might be lowering productivity and causing stress within a team that has to work harder to pick up the slack. This is why the active approach of recruiting, finding your own candidates, and encouraging them to apply is so important for any company out there. So in the lectures to come, we'll discuss ways to improve your own recruiting efforts, where to find candidates, and how to build your own talent pipeline, and how to ensure your recruiting efforts result in a great fit between the candidate and your company. See you then.